Here's a confession. I flop way more often than I don't. Don't mind my little hair wrap. I'm doing a deep conditioning treatment to like repair my ends, so hopefully my hair can keep growing because I wear it in a low bun pretty much every day and it's like ripping it out, so pray for my hair. This is how I failed miserably at making some ceramic game boards. So enjoy this video. It's depressing and disappointing, but I learned a lot. So maybe, yeah. Let's get started. I'm gonna build the form and then I'm going to trim and polish it down while I'm thinking about the kind of design I want to do. Here I'm starting the underglaze process. So this is going to be a Chutes and Ladders game board. It's one of my favorites that I played growing up. Basically, you roll the dice and then you move your little piece however many squares you've got. If you land on a space with the ladder, you get to climb up. And then if you land on a space with the slide, you gotta go all the way down to the bottom of that slide. And then the first one to reach the end is the winner. I honestly had a good feeling at this point. I thought everything was going pretty well, besides like, a few little mishaps. My squares weren't perfect or the lines weren't super clean, but that was all right. I decided to do a second one at the same time. I was working on the first one, just in case, try out some different colors, some different techniques. So this is me drawing on the design. I decided to do it this way instead of doing the checkerboard first because I felt like the colors would lay a little bit nicer together. I guess what I'm trying to say is just experiment with the way that the glazes layer and interact with each other. Personally, I like the design of this game board a little bit better. Like, I think the colors are a little cuter. Alright, so now it is time to put them into the kiln for their bisque fire. Everything was going good until I went to put in the bigger one at the top. And I realized how big of a stupid, dumb idiot I am because it doesn't fit in if I try to lay the board flat. But it's okay, I decided to take a risk and see if it would explode if I stood it up on its side, and I was very scared if this was gonna literally break the kiln, but it ended up being alright. After this bisque fire, we're gonna go and put a clear coat of glaze on the design. And then since I had to, rest this board on its side, I decided to not glaze the back of it. Alright, and here is the moment of truth. If anything slid or broke or exploded, it's like I'm gonna have a heart attack every time I go to open this thing. At first glance, they're looking alright. Let's take a closer look though. I think my glaze did not like each other at all whatsoever. And I think what happened here was that the glaze constricted too much for the clay, almost like it's trying to wear a jacket that's like 3 times too small for it. I have to laugh. It's sad, but it's so bad. It's kind of funny. It's okay if you laugh. The bigger tray I knew was not going to be even on the sides. It was just like that from the beginning. I just didn't carve it enough. I do think that the underglaze colors turned out cool. The slides came out a little bit too translucent. I wish I just used the same colors I did on the board for the game pieces and their little holders, but I do have a checkerboard in progress right now. That one's turning out cute. Hopefully, if not, we'll just start fresh. So yeah, I hope to be trying again here pretty soon, so stay tuned for part 2 of this video, hopefully in like 2 weeks.